Want to preserve your family history, you may want to visit an undertaker. A funeral service in our region is helping families save genetic information when their loved ones die. WDBJ7's Tim Saunders is live in our Lynchburg, Bedford newsroom to explain how it works. Tim.
Gene, the process is called DNA safekeeping, and you don't necessarily have to be planning a funeral to take advantage of the service.
When people want to know more about their family tree, they often consult resources like the genealogical library at the Bedford Museum. Jennifer Thompson has seen a growing interest from people who want to trace their roots.
I would have to say probably about half of our customers that come in on a yearly basis are researching their family history.
Thompson can search things like obituaries and marriage records, but occasionally she'll consult a DNA database. DNA is a genetic blueprint that can help us trace relatives and learn more about our ethnicity. The information can now be submitted at places like Tharp Funeral Home, which offers a service called DNA safekeeping.
We have, I guess, about 10 to 15% of families that we help are taking advantage of it now.
For a fee of about $295, the funeral home will swab a tissue sample and send it off to a vendor, who prints the material into a substance the customer can keep. The program started 18 months ago when Tharp started getting requests from customers.
These particular families were engaged in what I would call 21st century family trees. They really wanted to be able to show what percentage, Native American their mom or their dad was.
Tharp usually collects samples from people immediately before they're buried or cremated, but he also performs the service on live customers. The science can be useful in all sorts of situations, including the type of research Thompson conducts.
One particular case that DNA kind of disproved who the parents were back from 200 years ago.
Since our DNA lives long after we're gone, the information Tharp collects now could be useful to families well into the future.
Even if the family's not even sure what they might do with it yet, at least they've got it to hold on to.
Now, we checked around, and Tharp Funeral Home appears to be the only one in our region that offers DNA safekeeping. There are a number of online companies that do this same service, but you have to perform your own DNA sample to send off. Live in the Lynchburg Bedford newsroom, Tim Saunders, WDB.